Every day, when you wake up, you are having a new experience. Now, we often think of repeated experiences as something that we know, right? Oh, I know this, I know her, I've seen that house, I've seen him, I've talked to them, I know what they're like, right? What happens is when we do that, we really stop paying attention to those things. We have check boxes in our mind, and we check them off. We say, yeah, I've taken that way to work. I know all that stuff. Well, if you think about it, when you go on paths, you travel down paths on which you've been many times, you can easily do that without even realizing that you did it, right? It's like the old talked about situation where you get home and you don't remember driving home because you've done it so many times that now your mind has checked out and your mind's wandered, you've been daydreaming, and because you're competent, you could drive yourself home. But what happened there is that you missed the whole experience of being in the present, of seeing the newness and the unique moments that are presented to you every moment of your life. There are things that are new that you've never seen before. And this is the case for everything in your life, all the people in your life, all the surroundings, your pets, your plants, your home, everything. You've never looked upon these things before. Yes, they are familiar. Yes, you have a history with them. But to think that you've seen them is to not see them. When we say that we know something, in a way, what we're saying is that I'm ceasing to examine that further because I know it, right? Oh, I know. Yes, I looked at that. I saw that. I know that. I don't have to look at it anymore. I can just use the version that I'm carrying around in my mind. So you see, obviously, when we do that, we're missing out. And what happens is we often then seek novel experiences and more extreme experiences. And we start looking outside of our own lives for more and more input, more and more newness. When the reality is that there's just as much newness in our lives at the age of 40 or 50 or 60 as there was when we were 4 or 5 or 6, when we were really appreciating it and we had that feeling of wonderment on a daily basis. Every hour we were fascinated and we were delighted and we couldn't wait to share things with people. And as we get older, sometimes that wears off because we think we know the world. If we remember and we're mindful of the fact that we don't know the world, that the world is just as new now to us as it was then, we can recapture a lot of that spark, a lot of those feelings of wonderment. So we can look for those precious experiences. And all we have to do is pay attention. Nothing else. It's just a matter of observing, of removing biases and preconceptions, and just seeing what's there.